I'm going to do a henshin. Any minute now. I overslept. I didn't make a sushi bites last week. I know what I need. I need a miracle. Miracle. That's it. Miracle Girls. Miracle Girls is a manga by Nami Akimoto, which began in 1991 and ran until 1994. It is in the same vein as stuff like Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon. The manga was made into a 51-episode TV anime in 1993, and then this game came along for Super Famicom in the same year. It's about two twins, Tomomi and Mikage Matsunaga, and it would probably be best described as a slice of life, but with magic, I guess. The twins have ESP powers. They are able to fly, teleport, and communicate telepathically with each other. They are often stuck trying to hide their powers from their friends, who pretty much knew about them already. In Miracle Girls, the sisters and their friends are transported to a weird magical world unlike their own, and the goal is to rescue all their friends and get to the end, taking on side-scrolling stages and minigames as they go. What you're seeing here is an English translation patch from October 2004 by Johnny, En Nihen, RPG Maniac No. 1 and Elf. It goes as far as to translate the voice clips featured in the game, which is some lengths to go to just to create a full translation, so kudos to them on that. However, if your Japanese isn't rusty, then I'd recommend playing the original unpatched version, as the only language barrier is the colour red or white in Japanese. Simple stuff, really. So once upon a time, Mikage and Tomomi are at school talking to Kageura, Daijoji, Noda and Kurashige. There I go, naming characters like you're meant to know who they are again. Whoops. When a weird white light appears out of nowhere and teleports the bunch to an alternate dimension, ruled by the ridiculous Majo. Not only that, Tomomi and Mikage's friends are missing, each one imprisoned by an equally ridiculous-looking boss. The only way to rescue them is to take part in increasingly difficult minigames. The main gameplay is typical Super Famicom platforming fare, with tight controls and gorgeous big sprites. The Sufami is always poppin' with those colours and that sweet sound chip, and the both are being used to their fullest extent. Illustrations are charming and highly detailed, and the music is chill and relaxing. Even though the game feels good to play, the emphasis is on the non-violent design, which means it's actually a pain in the ass. Tomomi and Mikage can throw candy at enemies to temporarily incapacitate them. While the enemy is in the stunned state, they can be jumped on to reach new places. Which is cool, I dig that. It reminds me of jumping on your star in Gimmick to reach super secrets. What I don't dig is that the only way to take out an enemy for good is to ram into them with invincibility. The game loves to hurl enemies at you in the long stretch after invincibility, but the power-up never returns. If you get a game over and choose continue, it's still gone. So really, the invincibility is better off not taken unless you know you're not going to fall in a pit later. There is only one checkpoint in each stage, and finding a bonus level or dying will always send you back to the start or the checkpoint. If the bonus door is 2 seconds away from the checkpoint, you can bloody guess it's going to send you back to the start of the level. And of course, any power-ups are still gone. The jumping can be a bit buggy on floating platforms. There's a part specifically in the third level where the floating platforms are so maddening, I almost shut the game off and said, no, to hell with it, no sushi bites this week. However, the bonus stage beforehand had warned me to deal with my problems instead of ignoring them, so I soldiered on. This is one pretty game, and if you can put up with some less than stellar platforming in places, then you really can't go wrong. About the worst it gets is having to jump on the correct colour platforms, and with infinite continues it could really be a lot worse. No passwords though, so you do have to do it all in one sitting. The first playthrough with a few deaths took me less than an hour, so it's nothing egregious. The boss battles, or mini-games rather, are the worst part of this game hands down. There's only 3 and they all get recycled, with the final boss battle consisting of all 3 one after another. There is a water pistol game where you have to shoot water at enemies, there's a card matching game which appears to have its own bullshit rules that change randomly, and there's this odd one out game where you have to pick the person who is out of sync. You can cheese this one by selecting wrong answers the whole time, and then picking the correct one near the end. As the timer runs out, the computer can't pick in time. Good tactics. The boss fights are prefaced by a cutscene where you meet the absurd-looking boss and they talk to you for a while. After beating each one, you rescue another friend. After all 4, you face the terrifying Majo, who agrees to send you back to your world. The reason he summoned you here is because everyone is shit at games, and he hoped that they could beat a few measly little girls. Wow, Japan, you better hope some privileged scam artist doesn't latch onto this to make a YouTube video series. By the time I was done with it, Miracle Girls didn't outstay its welcome, and could even be described as somewhat of a good game. I might even say I recommend it, though perhaps it's a little too easy. Breezy, I guess. The show is up on YouTube at the moment, so you could even give that a watch, assuming it doesn't get taken down. It has been up for 8 years though, so I'm pretty confident it's not getting stricken anytime soon, but I've kind of just jinxed it, haven't I? What I'm trying to say is that if you are curious about early 90s magical girl anime and manga, this show and game are a good place to look. This has been Sushi Bites. Thanks for watching.
ありがとうございます。先輩、こんなに奮発しちゃって大丈夫ですか？え？見かけと倉重先輩が笑っていた。空は厚い雲に覆われているけど、見かけの心の中は